So you've joined your meeting. Let's talk about the in-meeting call controls, what you can do on this tablet while you're in a call. All of your call control functions are pretty much at the bottom of the screen. So first thing you can hit is the little layout button in the bottom left. This will toggle through different options. If you're doing a presentation and you have multiple people, these options will change slightly, but this is where you can see how the screen is configured in Microsoft Teams. Next, we're going to go down to the little chat bubble. If that's something that you want to see, if you're in a meeting, there might be individuals at home and they may ask questions through the chat. You can either choose to show the chat while you're in a meeting or not, and you just toggle it by using the little chat bubble. If you want to raise your hand in the meeting, then you would go ahead and click the raise your hand icon, and that signals that you want to speak or ask a question or what have you, obviously. The next one is the little emojis, so if you wanted to share kind of a thumbs up or a heart symbol, you can go ahead and do that using the heart emoji. You know, the touch screen is on the wall. We're not really interfacing it too much like that, but those are features that are available. Next, we have the three buttons, or the three dots. If you click on that menu, it'll open up some more options. That'll give you things like turning off incoming video or turning off live captions. But the one that's important here is room controls. Let's go ahead and click that, and that opens up the menu, which gives us access to some controls of the technology that's in the room. One of them here is the mics. In this room, you have two handheld and two belt pack type lavalier microphones, and you can use those in the room by picking them up off the base. And in this particular case, I'm going to turn it on by hitting the power button. Now it takes a couple seconds for it to connect, and you'll see a status here on the LED once it's connected. And also the power button will either be a yellow or green. Yellow signifies that it's on mute, and green means that you're unmuted. As you can see, I can tap the microphone and I don't hear anything. But if I turn it onto mic and I hit the microphone, we are now using VoiceLift. These microphones are very handy if you have a large room of participants and you'd like your voice to carry across the entire room. Now to turn it off, you simply just hit the power button, hold it, and the light will turn off. The microphone is off, and you just put it back in its charging base. It'll be ready for your next meeting. And so the microphone section has a little level that you can either increase or lower the volume. Also with speakers in the room, you can interact with the speakers from the room control. That's pretty much what you're going to use this menu for while you're in a meeting. When you're done, just hit exit and it'll go back to the main screen. Let's continue. To the right of the menu, there is a little speaker icon. If you wanted to mute the room, you can go ahead and click that speaker icon, and it will mute any sound coming out of the speaker, so you won't be able to hear the far end anymore. If you'd like to hear the far end louder, you hit the plus button, and if it's too loud and you want to lower it, you hit the minus button. Next to that, you have the camera. So this is the camera feed that's being sent to the far end. If you hit the camera, you'll see that the little line coming across it mutes the camera icon. And if you click it again, it turns it back on so everybody can see. The little microphone icon is the same thing. By clicking it, you mute your microphone, the far end can't hear you. If you unclick it, meaning there's no line, then the far end can hear everything you're saying. Next to that, you have a presentation. When you connect a laptop using the HDMI cable, you'll be able to share it right here. And Microsoft Teams has something called whiteboarding, and we're going to showcase that in a separate video. And finally, the last button is to hang up. So you can go ahead and end your call by hitting the hang up button. And those are the in-call controls that you have with the Microsoft Teams tablet.